What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about TOSHI. It's been a long time. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. TOSHI up 11% on the day, if I'm not mistaken, almost 12% actually. Here at 3012, about 8 hours 40 minutes left in the day. I've had a few people request this coin over the past few days, and specifically yesterday, whenever you saw that massive pump come in, and actually it's a very similar move. It's a very like tandem move in tandem with this here, volume and all. It's kind of interesting to see. I wonder if there is acquisition happening here at these levels. I want to look at the TOSHI 3 chart. TOSHI 3. Remember TOSHI 3? It's the all-time history chart for TOSHI. We're going to look at this here on the weekly time frame, get familiar, get reacquainted, and just go from there. Okay, so looking at this here, yeah, I mean, we're coming down. We're at these low areas that we found support at before. Remember, the last time that we were in these areas, we did see a massive 21x move. And I think this was around the time of the Coinbase listing, if I'm not mistaken. So this is like pre-Coinbase listing stuff. You are at these low areas. You have been moving down since September. And how far have you moved down from this high here? High to low. Overall 91% from your all-time high. You've seen a 95% drop. I mean, it's completely possible that TOSHI has found its bear market bottom. It's completely possible. I mean, you've been in a bear market theoretically since January, actually. You've seen this more tenacious leg kick off since September, but January of 2025 was when your bear market started, right? That's whenever you had lower highs coming in, lower lows coming in. That's when your bull market ended. That was your bull market high. So if that was the bull market high, you've actually been in a bear market now since January of 2025, which has been like a year and a half. So that's more than adequate time-wise and percentage-wise, 95% drop to see the bottom of the barrel, so to speak. Now, of course, you could go lower. It could happen. What you don't want to see is anything below these lows here. You don't want to really go below 0.0000815. Okay, you don't want to go below there. You go below there, you really run the risk of seeing a dramatic drop. I mean, it doesn't seem like it would be too dramatic. You've already dropped from a high to this price here. You've already dropped 96%. What's another 5% going to do for you? Well, from here to there, it's actually like a 63% drop. Here to there, it might be 3%, right? 95 to 98, it's just a little, or 96 to 98, it's only a 2% drop, but relative to this price to that price, it's actually a tremendous drop. So you don't want to give that up. There's nothing in the way to hold you up as support over here, so you would likely move lower if you didn't do that. Now, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not saying that we do go down here. I'm just saying it's possible. It's still possible. There's still reasonable suspicion or reasonable reasons. there's reasonable reasons to go down to this level and find support. It is completely possible that you've found your bear market low here. I'm beating a dead bush. Let's see, from a low to a high, you're right at the 886. It's actually a really good area to find support. You've been showing significance at these fibs all the way through. I mean, look at this. From a low to a high here. Golden ratio area bounced. 236 resistance, 0.5 support. 236 resistance, 0.5 support. 618 support, 0.5 resistance. 786 support, 618 resistance. 886 support. I mean, you're showing significance all the way through. And the 886 is kind of your end-all, be-all, last line of defense typically. Maybe this is the bear market bottom. RSI has been in the dumps for a while, guys. You have a little bit of bullish divergence here at the lows, but not much. Stochastics, you have a little bit of bullish divergence. The MACD is building some bullish momentum, which is encouraging to say the least. What about the monthly time frame? You've got enough history where the monthly might be helpful. Technically, you have lower lows in the monthly or in the RSI with higher lows in the price. Technically, that's bullish. Stochastics are oversold. The MACD is actually right at the zero with its blue line with its oscillator here. I mean, there's reasons enough to suspect that you are going to find support somewhere in this area. Let's just see. Right at that 0.5 there, maybe this low to high here. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Anyways, enough of that stuff. Let's look at the short-term stuff. We've gotten familiar, okay? We've reacquainted ourselves. It's been a while. We had our cup of coffee. Talked about life. Hey, how are you doing? How's mom? 8 hours, 40 minutes left in the day. Let's get into the short-term stuff, okay? Now, actually, before we get into the 1 hour, what I will say is a move like this, I don't expect is going to generate anything substantial right now. You're probably going through some form of acquisition, so you're going to see some volatility here and there. But if it is acquisition, then over time you should be getting higher lows. Okay. Now, if you go below this low, it's not the end of the world. If you go below that low, it's not the end of the world. But if there is acquisition, at some point you should start to see some higher lows. I don't care what the highs look like, lower highs, whatever, higher highs, whatever. You should start to get some higher lows, maybe a rounding bottom, whatever the case may be. Okay. 1 hour time frame here, looking at this. A lot of volume in, a lot of volume out. The RSI doesn't look bad. Stochastics look like they kind of want to come down. The MACD is funky. 4 hour time frame, RSI looks good still. Stochastics are weird, and the MACD is also weird. But that's because you've just got this choppy sideways, and then this, you know, it's not helpful. Daily time frame might be a little bit more helpful. The daily RSI, I have to say, I do like. I actually like this turnaround here. You have these higher lows. It's funny. Maybe it's not funny. Maybe it's completely reasonable that TOSHI's pumping while this meme coin craze is kicking back up in the markets. TOSHI being kind of one of the OG memes. Well, maybe not an OG meme, but a high-profile meme of the last crypto cycle, last bull cycle. Stochastics look bullish here, and the MACD, I mean, for all it's worth, it does look bullish here. So your daily time frame actually does look pretty good. If I'm correct, I'm gonna say I think that you are either at or very near your bear market bottom for TOSHI. You're either at or near your bear market bottom. If this is the low, you're not doing this right now. What you're probably going to do is this, right? Like stuff like this. Maybe, you know, like it can be weird. It can be weird, but more or less you're going to be moving sideways for months at a time, okay? If it's not your low, then I would expect maybe a little bit lower, right? You don't want to go below that 0.0000815, if I'm not mistaken. You don't want to go below there. Or if you do, you want it to be a fake out. You want to just go below and then come right back up immediately. It could be, you know, something that's just a little bit slight, but some type of accumulation zone that's moving sideways. Your zone, I mean, if you're looking at this here, it's kind of like rounding out. It can last a long time, guys. It can definitely last going into this time next year, you could be at this exact same price. But if you're doing stuff like this, that's positive. That's not a bad thing. And especially getting those higher lows is not a bad thing. I do expect TOSHI to see new all-time highs in the next cycle. I do think that that's going to happen personally. I think that there's acquisition going on right now, and if I'm right in that assumption, over the months we should see that playing out in the charts. It's going to get boring, okay? This hasn't been boring yet. It's just been depressing. But it's going to get boring, and then exciting, and then depressing, and then more boring, and then exciting, and then depressing, and then more boring, and then hopeful, and then euphoric, and then chaotic, and then dumping, right? We're going to see new all-time highs at some point. I just don't think that it's anytime soon. The way I have it drawn here, it would be late 2028, maybe even in 2029. I think that's a fair representation. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.